Welcome.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Testing, 1, 2, testing. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay. It's a long delay.
What's he doing? Starting five. And God. 6'5". Number 4. Drake Powell. And forward. 6'10". Number 21. Noah.
This deep into the year, Greg, do you expect guys to start slowing down a little bit?
Well, if you're prepping for the postseason, you could ease back a little bit. If you're on the bubble, it is still go time every game.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Bridges. Josh Hart out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Brunson in at the
Okay,
point.
see them.
Towns. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nets. Powell for three. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Powell against Bridges. And Towns the bucket on the assist for Bridges.
Length, size, touch. That's how Towns just dominates you inside.
For about 1 minute into the first.
How about that? Flying high, just sending that one down. And you know what? When you've got the athleticism and explosion of a player like that, bigger guys are still at your mercy.
Brunson. And the shot is long. The Nets have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Here's Craig. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Craig, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
And Towns gets it to go.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Pass to Toure. And they pick up 2.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look
with the steal. There's the lob to Towns. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Powell, no one around him. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. New York trailing. Powell with the steal. On the wing, Porter. A 3-pointer is right on target.
How about that smooth shot from the arc for Porter? He's got such a confident release in deep range, too.
Brunson goes in. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Porter against Anunoby. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 5 now.
You got to push Porter Jr. out of the paint because he's so skilled at capitalizing down there.
From outside the arc, Toure with the rebound. That's leading by 5. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we've got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you.
Way too easy for Hart. This is why the defense has to push him out of the paint.
Brooklyn's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Pass to Clowney. The shot is good, making it a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've got here in the first half.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So both teams changing it up here. The Knicks trail by 5. Clarkson outside. Pass to Shamet. Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And Williams with the stuff.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And we know this, Clark. Michael Porter Jr. can be explosive offensively.
Yeah, he can put together some high-scoring games for sure, Kevin. He's the kind of guy that I think has still a lot of room to grow in this game.
And they're on the 2K leaderboard of the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month. In third, the Knicks.
The coaching staff has emphasized the defensive end of the floor, and you can see over the last month they've really improved, doing a great job of keeping their opponents' points down.
Now, here is Robinson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Nets leading by 7. Here's Toure. Scamian 13. Outside Williams. Wolf controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
There's Shamet. New York, no good that time either. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Williams with the ball, and it's Clarkson picking him up. Pass to Traore. Back to Clarkson, and Clarkson throws it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Clarkson for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
They're committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Towns. Clarkson is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then it's Robinson, and it's Shamet in at the small forward. Towns in the corner. Clarkson outside. Pass to Alvarado. New York moving it around. Shamet hits it from three-point range.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this
And it's Williams finishing it off.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Here's Wolf, guarded by Robinson. With the steal. And a fast break now for New York. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Clarkson.
On the fast break, Clarkson, like a gazelle. Nobody can stop him.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So, for the Nets, Brownie's checked in, and it's Michael Porter in for Terrence Mann. And a switcher also for New York. Kolic's checked in. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Pass to Wolf. No good on the triple. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Robinson. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Always ready to get rough inside. Robinson is as physical a presence down low as we have in the league.
Powell outside. And there's Porter on the assist by Powell. Powell's got his 4th assist in this one.
And they've repeatedly plugged inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, he has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy that really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball, forget about trying to keep him off the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's in.
Left side, Williams. It's rebounded by New York. Knicks on offense. Launches a 3. Wolf grabs the miss. Wolf got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And there it is for him. Williams has got 4 this quarter. The Knicks with the lead. Outside, Towns. Takes the 3. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And so, Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Traore comes in for Zaire Williams. And a new group in for the Knicks. 1:56 left in the first half of basketball. Powell outside. Pass to Traore. Over Brunson. No good with the fallback jumper.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the board has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Porter against Anunoby. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Knicks leading by 7. Bridges finds Brunson. On the wing, Anunoby. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's a New York 3.
If Brunson gets space from beyond the arc, expect him to let it fly. He's extremely confident in his abilities.
Pass to Traore. Here's Clowney. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And he's good on the second. New York's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. To Brunson. New York moving it around. Launches it. And Anunoby gets it to go. And the assist by Brunson. Anunoby's got the lead up to 12 now for New York. Up top, Claxton. 19 seconds left here in the second. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Bridges passes to Hart. The kick out to Anunoby. Brunson outside. Back to Robinson.
Back to the other. Take that.
Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for New York. He went on an aerial 3-point display, drilling 4 long balls in just the 1 quarter alone. Back right after this.
Welcome to halftime. First things first, a look ahead at other games on the docket tonight. It'll be the Golden State Warriors up against the Pistons out in Detroit. That one gets going 7:30 Eastern Time.
And this could be a fairly competitive.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half. A commanding performance for the Knicks.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. That sounds like their offense right now. Clock work.
Speaking of clocks, I think you've had some run-ins with Big Ben Wallace, haven't you?
You mean in London, Big Ben?
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Some say, Clark, the game has lost its physicality, with fewer fouls called on average than in any previous decade.
You know, I don't necessarily fully agree with that, Kevin. Sure, the game is still physical. Some of the hard fouls, and because the game was played closer to the basket in the past, lent itself to more fouls, more bumping and thumping. It's more perimeter oriented now, but I don't know if it's necessarily less physical. And I don't actually mind fewer foul calls. I like the players being able to play and put the ball in the basket as much as possible.
Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Fleury is out there with Powell, and it's Claxton in at the 5. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Pass to Porter. Here's Clowney, defended by Hart. Claxton is screen on Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porter, no luck.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination of toolkit, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall.
Here's Fleury, and again, no good by Brooklyn. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Fleury. An easy 2 points on the layup. Fleury's got 6.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
The Knicks leading by 19 points. Here's Brunson. Basket counts.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Fleury, and he drops it in from the low post. Fleury's got 4 points in the quarter.
He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
Right side Towns. Over Claxton. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. It's Powell on the wing. Porter with it. Bridges covering. And finished off by Porter.
For the size, the vertical, the explosiveness, Porter Jr. has all the tools to throw it down.
Pass to Towns. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's on Nick Claxton. The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the night.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse. So about Towns is how versatile he is. He's a big guy who continues to be a matchup nightmare for defenses.
Williams looking around. Pass to Fleury. It's over Brunson. And again, it's Brooklyn converting. New York leading by 19. Brunson outside. Hart outside. From past the arc, Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got 5 points now this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Fleury. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Right back in a second, y'all.
Brunson outside. Jacks up a three. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
That's now his second three-pointer of the half and his 3rd of the night.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Both teams will make substitutions. The 2K leaderboard shows us who the top assist men have been since the All-Star break. The 4th spot held by Jalen Brunson.
Wow, he's taken his passing to a whole new level. His court awareness has really improved as we've gotten deeper into the season.
Powell outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Toure. Beyond the Robinson pulls it in.
That's defense, yeah.
Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Clarkson. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Let's see some of the numbers here for Josh Hart. Wilson, he's checked in for the Nets. Man comes in for Powell.
It should have been finals.
Brooklyn's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Toure. And the shot falls short this time. New York's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. And that one's good. Shamet.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Here's Mann. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Wilson. And again, it's the Nets missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Mann. Still scoreless. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
Had to turn on the second ago. It went backwards.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Toure. Shoots over Brunson. Toure can't hit.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And so it's the New York Knicks with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Except for Michael Porter.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter. So it's really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th. Jose Alvarado is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Arcordi in at the 4th. Alvarado passes to Robinson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
From 13, gets the front of the rim and out. The Knicks shooting has been sensational, 75% for the game. Back to Shamet. The three, carries it from three-point range.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Pass to Hakordi. Back to Shamet.
Oh my God, Shane. There you go. Go back over there. There you go.
Well, Clark, with the game becoming more global, some are saying the NBA should adopt some FIBA rules to more closely align the league. The changes you're welcome.
Well, you know, Kevin, with all the shooting that teams possess now, maybe the league can get away from the defensive 3-second rule. I mean, there's so much switching and interchanging of players. The offenses are usually so well spread out. I think you should just maybe abandon that particular rule. Throw those big guys a bone and let them park inside at their own area.
And Williams with the stuff.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Here's Shamet. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Here's Zaroff, and again it's Brooklyn converting. Fourth quarter of play, we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Shamet, and another three for New York.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Zaroff, and he uses the glass on the lane.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And it's Shamet missing.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Williams, and he makes good on the lane. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong.
Yeah, Knicks is my favorite team.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
It's the three-point bomb.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Too open that time. Made it look too easy.
The Rio, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Another three for New York.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
On the wing, Porter. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Fun watching Porter Jr. come right back with his own three. Love that competitive spirit.
Alvarado finds Shamet. Tries the spin move. And lead wide, Clark. There are non-shooting.
Rushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't.
Is already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight we'll make it 46.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match.
And barring any major changes to their team, I'd have to believe the sweep will be in order.
Man passes to Porter. Here's Zaroff. Off target from outside. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Shamet. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
To the inside. Finished off by Porter.
And you know Porter Jr.'s teammates are just loving the role he's on, and they're going to do everything they can to keep him rolling.
Shamet, good, another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I didn't know I was losing.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl.
Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce. I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. Now it's time to present our player of the game.
Shoot until shoot. Solid team. I see that. They gotta be to the final. They got a solid team. Goodness. That's all the bench. Oh, my goodness. Is Carey back? God. That's what I've been wanting to play with, though. Is he still hurt? Oh, no. Must got a bad injury or something. I guess I played Detroit, damn it. Oh, that's not good. Who else? Atlanta? Houston. Oh, it's okay.
Link, please, bleeding face.
Link, you want to play now? You trying to play like one-on-one? I wanted to get, you trying to go one-on-one? This guy, chat, asked me for a link before. I can't remember what he was. I think you want to download the game, right? Some you want. It's been a minute. You want to download the game or you want to play? I'm trying to do the season right now, but not the season, but the current game. But if you want to play, we can play. It's no funny business. Sometimes people get mad with me. They want to quit the game or do funny things with the game, make the game get stuck. I do that. If you want to play, we can play. Let me know what's up. Rizza. Is Carey on the bench? At least I'm just on. I got him coming off the bench.
Please give a link.
A link you want to play? Let me see something. Or you want to download the game? Can't remember what you wanted.
Options button, customize. To navigate the controls, use the button and press the top switcher, notification. Notification set. Theme base selected. Theme base is a place where you can interact parties, messages. You can check messages sent to your voice feed. You can messages, you can parties, friends. You can check your friends' online status here. Tab. Press cross for new items. Limited one. Censored party. Lockdown party. Censored select field 1. Conference party. Invite players. Button. Select players. Item. Select players. You can select players and groups here. You can select 16 more players. Search. Search belongs for YouTube overseas. Just play. Play for prostitute.
All right, what's up? Please give me a link. Oh, you want the game? You want a link to? I'm doing this. You want to? Yeah. You want to get the game? Do you have PlayStation Plus? Because that's where you could download it there. Do you have PlayStation Plus?
Options button. Customize.
I just can't get a link. We could play, but I can't give a link out like for the game.
Feature selected. Resume game. Item.
Yeah.
star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors going up against the Detroit Pistons here in Little Caesars Arena. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. As we near the postseason, let's see where the West is shaken out. Taking a look at Golden State. Right now, they're in 10th place, hoping to get themselves into the playoff picture.
Well, I think for the Warriors, their season's in danger of slipping away. But still, it's not too late. With a strong push here over the last few games, they could earn a play-in spot.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. We've got DeAnthony Melton. He's out there with Brandon Podziemski. Draymond Green is out there with Moody. And it's Santos in at the four-man position. And for the Pistons, Harris and Duran together in the middle. Duncan Robinson is out there with Cade Cunningham.
Whoa! Hammer it home! Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
And Stan, the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff's showing again he can turn things around.
Pass to Melton. Back to Podziemski. Here's Santos. And the Warriors with another three.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
It's Cunningham with a drive. And Cunningham throws it down.
Inserted drive by Cunningham. Just took off and never looked back.
Here's Santos. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Melton. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Well, a sharp start for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Robinson. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Harris outside. They get it back. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go. Golden State has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And here is Green. Melton passes to Moody. Lets the three fly. Hits a three-pointer.
I just love the ball movement.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Cunningham. And again, no good by Detroit. Here's Golden State. Big run right now for him, 11-2. Moody, good. Moody's got 5.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Robinson passes to Harris, and the shot goes in. Down the stretch we come in the NBA season, Grant. What are the contenders honed in on?
Well, B.A., the biggest priority is to have everyone healthy. Without a full deck of cards, it's very tough to win a title. And, of course, maintaining positive momentum wouldn't hurt either.
Thompson with it. Green picks him up. Pass to Cunningham. Here's Harris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Harris has got his second basket of the game.
He's often labeled as an outside shooter, but Harris does most of his scoring inside.
From deep, Melton knocks it down from distance.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Pistons trail by 8. Now here's Cunningham. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game. That one's good for 2.
Well, that's where Cunningham does his best work, from the free throw line down.
Here's Podziemski. Lays it up and banks it in. Podziemski's got his second bucket of the night.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
To the inside. Harris. And Harris throws it down.
A solid athlete with a good vertical. Harris knows how to get inside and hammer it home.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
And it's Cunningham missing. The Warriors lead by 8. Here's Green. Up and in on the layup.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. And the foul called on Brandon Podziemski. That's his first foul of the game. So for the Pistons, Stewart comes in for Thompson, and Herter subbed in for Robinson. Harris outside. Pass to Stewart. Now Duren. Here's Cunningham. Count it. 6 points for Cade Cunningham.
Well, the physicality of the NBA takes some getting used to, but Cunningham is able to make those tough finishes.
Now here's Green. The 3. And the three-pointer goes. Green's got 5 now.
They've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Duren up top. Pass to Harris. And he's going for the oop here. And stolen by Porzingis. Tipped. Here's Santos. Outside Podziemski. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The Warriors on top. They lead by 11. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Kristaps Porzingis. He's out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Post in at the center position. Pass to Holland, 6 to shoot. Hey, from beyond the arc. And finished off by Stewart.
Thunderous jam from Stewart.
And here are the Warriors now. Last time they met was in the Bay Area.
They were out-hustled on the boards the last time these teams met.
Herter with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Back to Herter. Second quarter of basketball. About 2 minutes played so far. And finished off by Stewart.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Payton's shot is good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Pistons trail by 9. Here's Holland. Here's Jenkins. No good with the triple. Golden State has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. To the middle. And stolen by Herter. Here's the break. Here's LeVert. Finished off the break. LeVert's got his first basket.
And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And some changes here for Detroit. Thompson, he's checked in for LeVert. Robinson comes in for Herter. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. Melton misses. The Pistons have gotten 3 or 4 field goals in the second quarter. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back over to you guys.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Pistons trail by 5. Thompson with it. Now Podziemski defending. Cunningham missing.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Porzingis operating inside. Porzingis.
And given how tall Porzingis is, not many guys are going to block his shot, especially when he's this close.
Outside Robinson. Misses the 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Podziemski. No good on the triple. Detroit has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. And Porzingis with the block.
The unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
And he makes it. And now it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
So for the Pistons, Duren, he's checked in for Stewart, and Tobias Harris subbed in for Holland. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. The Pistons have got 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Robinson finds Thompson. Back to Robinson from outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
On the wing, Payton. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Payton. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
It really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
Green's checked in for the Warriors. Santos comes in for Moody. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Pistons trail by 8. Pass to Robinson. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
How much power from Jalen Duren. Good.
Golden State has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Count the basket. Melton's got 7. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up to the Pistons. Picked his pocket. Podziemski with it. And it's Robinson picking him up. And that one's good. Melton. And it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Thompson passes to Cunningham. And there's the lob. And stolen by Green. Here we go. Pass to Santos. The 3. The rebound by Detroit.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
Podziemski. 3-pointer off the mark. Pistons trail by 10. Pass to Cunningham. And there's a 3-second violation.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Moody's checked in.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Thompson finds Cunningham. There's 14 seconds left in the second period. Pass to Duren. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Just 2 to shoot.
Well, we'll see. We have to adjust during the game if we see something that's hurting us. But I thought the defense was pretty solid overall. We'll see how it goes from here.
Okay, more of the same. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Two quarters of play completed, as we welcome you to take a look at some of the upcoming games on the schedule. The Nets out in Brooklyn will go up against the Knicks. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time is the tip-off.
This is going to be either a lopsided game or a terrific upset.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for Golden State.
I like what they're doing in transition, pushing the pace, getting up court before the defense gets set, just like I used to do.
Well, little revisionist history. All right, though. Okay. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. DeAnthony Melton really making a difference here.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
The Warriors lead by 11. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Kate Cunningham out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Duren in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. From deep, Melton. Duren with a rebound. Melton's got one three-pointer tonight so far in 4 tries. Pass to Cunningham. Looking to get back on track. And the bucket is good. Cunningham's got 8.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
Here's Santos. Sinks the tray.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
To the paint. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Pass to Green. Moody from outside. The rebound by Detroit. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Thompson passes to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
Pass to Moody. Back to Melton. Fires from deep. Santos good. 14 points for him.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And he lobs it up top. And the dunk by Duren.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
Fires for 3. Santos good. Santos has got 9 points here in the second half.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Down low. Thompson passes to Harris. Back to Thompson. And a slam dunk by Thompson.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Kate Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Back to you, Bien.
Establishing the mindset. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Santos has got 23 points.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Cunningham looking it over. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is
just over 3.5 minutes through the third. And that one's good. Melton.
They've been pretty
right, J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches